What's going on, guys? Okay, this is episode 2 of Q&A because I got more questions. I put out another post in Power Social Media, you get those responses. This time I actually went through some of these, and some of these I actually wouldn't mind talking about. I did, again, have some friends choose a couple of them, but I went through the majority of them, so then I can actually have some time to really think about it. Yeah, let's just hop right into it. I think the last episode did pretty well, so we'll see how this one goes. All right, first question is from Templar Consul. Again, I'm sorry if I butcher your names. I'm really sorry. I think my girlfriend is cheating on me. She always hides her phone and never tells me where she's at. How do you think I should go about approaching the situation? Okay, so if you watch the other stuff on my channel, there's a series called Life Lessons, okay? And in that series, there's going to be an episode all about cheating, okay? Relationships are built on communication and trust. If you are that concerned that your girlfriend is cheating on you, then you need to address it. But you need to be very careful with how you address it, because once you open up that can, there's no going back. And I know that from experience, okay? That's not something you want to do. You want to be very careful with how you go about approaching that. I would just talk to her, man. Just sit down and be like, hey, and be calm about it. And be like, hey, there's a couple things that I really like to talk about that kind of bothers me. You don't need to see her phone, and you don't need to know where she's at all times. If you can't accept that, then you can't be with her, man, because, again, relationships are built on trust and communication. You have to be able to trust each other. That's the best advice I can give you. Just talk to her about it, but be very careful how you word things. I mean, the best thing I could advise you to do is the way you word it is just say, I'm not saying you're doing this, I'm saying that's how it looks. Try to put her in your shoes from your point of view, and so she sees how it's making you feel. That's the best advice I can give you. All right. Pluto V2, what's your favorite TV show? That's hard. I watch a lot of shows. I'm a big superhero fan. Anything with superheroes, I'll watch. Right now, I'm recapping on The Flash right now. I love that show. That show's awesome. I just finished Arrow, and I'm recapping with The Flash. I'm ready for that next season to come out. I'm so excited. If I had to pick a favorite, it would probably be Supernatural. I love Supernatural. I love that show. I love everything about that show. They have never ceased to amaze me. Yeah, I'm going to go with Supernatural. What's your favorite color? Blue, all the way. As you see, almost all my videos, I'm wearing blue. And obviously the name Nightwing. The favorite color was asked by the Amazing Elk. That's who asked that one. All right, Ash. Do you think you and Sabrina will ever get back together? Who the fuck chose this question? Jesus. No, I do not. It's just, I would hope maybe one day we could be friends, and maybe be on speaking terms. And who knows, maybe a couple years down the road we might run into each other, and who knows, but I'm not counting on it. I try to be friends with everybody, in the end of the day, you want to be friends with everyone. You don't want to leave any grudges. You don't want to do anything like that. So that's all I can really say about that. Who knows, hopefully maybe down the road we can try to get to some bit of an understanding with each other. Trent Smith said, if you can go back in time and change one thing about your life, what would it be and why? That's hard. If I could go back in time and change one thing, it would probably, because a lot of people will tell you, something that brought them a lot of heartache, but without that heartache, there's certain things that I feel like I would have never learned. I would have never met certain people, and certain things would have never come into play in my life if I didn't have that hard time. Obviously, I'm sure the majority of people will say, if he can go back, he'd fix things with Sabrina. But I think what is done is done, and no matter, even if I had the ability to go back in time, nothing would ever, things probably would have turned out the same. If I could go back in time and do one thing, I would probably go back and just try to be a better friend to some of my friends. Like I would try to work harder to keep the connections with some people that I lost connections with, and never really made the effort to hold on to those friends. That's probably what I would do. Callie Misser, again, I'm so sorry if I butcher your name. My boyfriend cheated on me, and now he's trying to get us back together, and I don't really know what to do. Do you have any advice on what I should do? Wow. It's a question of morals and trust. Again, like I said before, relationships are built on trust and communication. You have to ask yourself, are you ever going to be able to trust that person again to not cheat on you again? And I know it's probably not helping. I understand that. If it was me, if you cheated on me, no matter how much I loved you, it would be very hard for me. It would be very, very hard. You also have to ask yourself, the majority of the time, people cheat for a reason, and you need to figure out what that reason is if you haven't already. Whether it's they're unhappy, or if it's just they're just pieces of shit and unfaithful. If they're unfaithful, then don't even give them the time of day. But I would just be very careful. If you do let him back into your life, don't let your guard down. Trust me, because the moment you let that guard down, you're leaving yourself vulnerable again. It's just a question of morals at that point. Gamer Triss, what kind of music do you listen to? I listen to any kind of music. I actually really don't have a favorite genre. I'm a musician. I play drums, as a lot of you know. I'll listen to just about anything. There's really not much that I won't listen to. When I turn on the radio, I'll just flip through stations. Angela Romero. That's a name right there. If you could be any superhero, who would it be and why? Oh, 100% Flash. Dude, and the reason why, do you know how much money I would save on gas? Do you know how much easier it would be to go on a vacation? I could just run over to Florida in a matter of minutes and then come back to work the next day. Like, oh my God. Do you know how awesome that would be? I mean, a lot of people would say, oh, flight, but I feel like I can get away with super speed a lot more easier without people noticing. I feel like flying around, everybody freaking looks up and I'd get noticed right away. So yeah, no, definitely the Flash, 100%. What's your favorite word of all time? What kind of a question is that? That's weird. There's this word, it's called kahib, and it's Hebrew, it means forward, and I actually really, really like that because it symbolizes moving forward through hard times, and that's something that I've obviously had to do recently, and it's just a very inspirational word. So I don't think I've ever had a favorite word of all time. Right now, that's my favorite word. If you could have any job, Albert Reyes, if you could have any job, what would it be? If I could have any job, what would it be? Oof. I'm sure a lot of people would think, oh yeah, no, do YouTube full time. That would be fun. It would be a lot of fun. But I mean, if I'm being realistic, I mean, if I could have any job right now, like I'm guaranteed that I could be set for the rest of my life, it would probably be YouTube. I do enjoy it a lot, but again, I don't do job for money. I don't do YouTube for money. I do it because I enjoy it. So yeah, but I'll stick with YouTube. So yeah, I mean, there we go. This is episode 2 of Q&A. If you guys want to see more of these, let me know, because I keep getting questions, and I've actually been shocked how many I've been getting in such a short period of time. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Please like and subscribe. leave a comment down below. Leave more questions in the comment section. Let me know what you guys want to hear me talk about. This has been a lot of fun and I'm enjoying it. I'll talk to you guys later.